Hey, Rebels. Okay, so it's a lot of covering up going on, but Spirit wants me to slow it down already, and we're only 6, 7, 8 seconds into the message and haven't yet to get started. But it's a lot of cover ups going on. And as I stated, Spirit wants you and somebody else to slow down, okay? But Spirit said that you can only be concerned about yourself. So here is the riddle. It's not even a riddle, but it is the riddle of life. Why do you heal? Why do you heal? Now, if you're not healing for yourself, you're going to be a mess no matter your intentions, no matter what it is that you are trying to get at, no matter what it is that you are trying to receive. If you do not heal first and foremost, and period, point blank period, for yourself, shit is just going to fall apart anyway. So your efforts that you put in would seem to be pointless, but they will be there as a reflection, something to be reflected on as the reoccurrence of the lessons that you need to learn. Now, Spirit said that may be indeed for you, but this is a special, read all about it delivery for someone else that they are now being challenged with in their life. Someone who you used to deal with, someone who has been projecting their energy into your energy needs to learn this lesson. Now, Spirit said that this does not mean that they are going to come back around. This does not mean that if they were to come back around, that they will be ready for you or ever be ready for you. So once again, Spirit said, mind your own business. But for whichever reason, Spirit wants to bring you this message just and so you can look into this person's life, because Spirit said oftentimes, we tend to avoid the lessons that we are learning from other people's experience, and we look at their experiences and that energy of envy, of jealousy, of desire plays in the forefront. It grasps at your attention and your interest of wanting to know and wanting to understand the know-how. But Spirit is saying, whomever this person is for you, this person has definitely been projecting love songs towards you with discriminating messages. The song that I heard was a song by Jade, and it's called Don't Walk Away. Now, why is it that this is the song that I am going to start this message off by speaking about? Because due to where my life path is heading, due to the energy that I am in, the focus that I have, the focus that, and the reassurance of all that I know for a fact I am not making time for, that I know would be a complete distraction for myself personally. To hear the song Jade, Don't Walk Away, yes, it has a very nostalgic meaning and purpose for me because I was very young when that song came out. I remember doing the dances. I remember the energy. I remember the style of that era and time in life. I remember so much about that time. I remember the good times. I remember the block parties. I remember the bad times. But the message of that song was something that was definitely conditioned into me to hold on to whomever was the last. Hold on to whomever was the one who I thought that I can catch their interest. It's a song of desperation for me personally. So don't walk away. My love won't hurt you. Say, don't misunderstand. I want you for my man. I just need a little time so that I can something about her love. See, there's parts of that song, I know the song word for word, but there's parts of that song that I am letting go of because the way that that song has popped up into my life, the timing that that song pops into my life. Not necessarily me needing to hear it on the radio, but just me hearing the echoing of it in my energy. And Spirit asked me to come and sit at this table with you, honey. We about to break bread. and let you know that if you have been hearing a song that you know that you have been doing your damnness to detach from, that is this person projecting their interest of you. Now, back to the beginning message. Why do you heal? This person is not understanding that their healing should have very little to do with you. If anything, you are the catalyst to them acknowledging the fact that there is an awakening necessary and required. Because when you are healing for the intentions and with the purpose, confirmation of being able to get back somebody, being able to get back at somebody, being able to control somebody, being able to retain somebody, you are setting yourself up for a whole bunch of achy breaky heart moments. Because when a person really does heal and they heal for themselves, they are healing their trauma. They are healing their wounding. They are detaching themselves from the identity of others, from the titles of others, and they are looking at themselves, not what they feel that they should be entitled to of someone else, but they are genuinely looking at themselves. And Spirit said this person is attempting to heal via your name sake, via the sake of being able to access you. And Spirit is saying this is where they are fucking themselves up because they are overlooking. And I got the cards so I can see you. I know you see this little peak of an edge or something. No, these cards are not coming into this read, but these cards are a part of this read due to the fact that this person is trying to skip over to the next thing. They are trying to level up without going through what is necessary and required for them to go through. They got dust and lint and all types of things in their pocket, in their heart space that needs to be cleaned out, but they're trying to just go ahead and get straight to the good part, not really realizing that the good part that they are trying to rush to is not going to be what they thought it was going to be, because they have yet to do their part. They have yet to do their cleansing. They have yet to do their upkeep. They have yet to evaluate themselves to see how it is that they are not equipped. They have yet to evaluate themselves to see how it is that they possibly could be equipped if they would only deal with themselves. They want you to be the quick fixer-upper. They want you to be that resolution for them that shows the world that they are not as damaged as they actually are. This person is definitely avoiding Spirit. Now, I'm going to take this top card. We are going to go into the vice versa tarot deck, and I'm going to take the box and I'm going to place the box right over top of the deck. Because, honey, the distraction it is looking at something else when you should be focused in. Now, this person is definitely being presented by Spirit. Notice how these swords look very ghostly. Spirit is showing them where their anxiety comes from. Spirit is showing them where their versions of nightmares are that they have been avoiding. Spirit is putting every mental thing in their face that they need to look at. But this person here is looking beyond the message. They are not receiving the memo. They're like, nah, that can't possibly it. This person refused to look at themselves and see how their dilemmas are the creations of them. The way, the mindset that Spirit has given me that this person is in is, now their dilemmas have to be because of other people. Their dilemmas are to them because other people didn't just listen to them. Other people didn't give them their way. Other people didn't see them for who they want to see themselves as. Spirit is also saying this is someone who likes to be seen as a clean-cut person, put together. This is someone who, they itemize themselves and their appearance throughout the day. For a few of you, this is going to be someone who actually still does the transition of outfits throughout the day. Every time they go in the house, they need to step out with something new. Spirit said, let's turn it over. They can't avoid it. No matter how this person is going to put their back to the message, no matter how much they are going to turn themselves, against this message, against the messages that is specific to them, that Spirit is giving them, no matter how diluted and distorted, there it is, distorted, they perceive these swords. Because right here, if they look at the swords and wasn't looking past them, these swords, let's bring this here, these swords are clear as day. The illustration is very specific and structured, but over here, it looks like a child drew them. And Spirit is saying this is exactly the point that this person is at. That they are throwing a tantrum of avoidance, of I don't want to look at this. This is not what I want to see. This is not what my mind is telling me. Oh my goodness, ill. I'm hearing R. Kelly. My mind is telling me no. Shut up. Just no, we will not. We will not. Spirit, can we please remove that energy away from me? Please, please, please. Begging, 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 please. Okay, keep sweat, begging, please. Anyway, this person cannot get to that outside, to that that fresh air, to that environment where all are living freely until they get past this barricade of thoughts, of anxiety, of even premonitions that Spirit is giving to them. And so they can evaluate themselves. Okay, shit is back. Said they don't want to hurt nobody. Spirit said that they want to make sure that this person does not hurt anybody else. But it's a damn if they do, a damn if they don't. When dealing with this person, Spirit said that it's not necessarily that they've been having a difficult time, that the ancestors have been having a difficult time with this person. Because they understand the free will of it all. That the ancestors just would really like to be on a different assignment because they're noticing the stubbornness of this person. They know that this person is not wise beyond their years, but they have a way of being smart. They have a way of freedom of thought when it comes to other aspects of their life. But Spirit is trying to get them to apply those concepts to their shit. This is a person who is really good at telling other people about themselves, helping other people resolve their problems and dealing with their issues and stuff. But when it comes down to the truth of the matter about them, they don't realize how their bed is out of whack and not put together and everything that they rest in. I'm getting Princess Centipede. The lumps, the lumps, the lumps, the heffalumps even. However that resonates for you. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do my best not to come here, come here, come here, come here, come hither. Look down at these cards. The Spirit said we're going to lay out these cards and then we are going to flip them over as needed to be. After we pull out the Kipper-ish, it's going to be a done deal and we're going to send you on about your way. Shit. Okay, we got a clarifying card coming up. Okay, so they want this over here. And they said this over here. And oh my goodness, goddamn, this right here. This here. This here. You saw it. If you're looking at the screen, you saw it. If you're looking at the screen, you saw it. Okay. Oh, Spirit, what we doing? All right. They said, don't look down at the deck. Flip that one over, put that there. Take this one, flip it over, put it there. And then put these cards back in the box. I am trying my best. Give me a moment. Okay, now that we have the box put up. Well, okay. All right. So, I am seeing... it's a whole lot of stubbornness on this damn table. Then we just went through is this the same person, Spirit? I think this is the same person from the other read. So if you encountered a read where this Ace of Wands came out first, this is potentially that same person. And I guess Spirit just want to give an update. But if you did not see that read before seeing this read, don't worry about it. Let's just continue on. I'm here I only think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and night. I'm also getting, okay, and that's by some group that Babyface was a part of. It starts with a D, it got a couple of E's, and it got an L. All right. But then I'm also hearing, what's his name? Kid Cudi. Day and night. The lonely thought of the night. Night. Ooh, okay. Baby, shit. So you got the Ace of Wands that spunt itself into the struggle position. This person is not taking heed to the message. This person is not listening to spirit. This person is not listening to the Almighty or anything that it was that once upon a time they used to receive whatever it is that they have abundantly received within their life. Spirit is saying that the devil, okay, even though this is the strength card, that the devil has come to collect. Then, it's all over the place, honey. We're jumping jacks. Okay, here with the Knight of Swords. The stability that this person is trying to hold on within their instability is going to be their downfall. It's going to be the chaos. There's something about this purple of this cape. They really felt like they had ancestors who were supporting. One moment, please. Yep. There's something about with the knock on the door even. There's something about this purple within what it looks to be their cape that they felt that the ancestors was in support of. But I'm also being brought to the gray hair on this Knight of Cups. On this, not Knight of Cups, this Knight of Sword. They felt that everything that they was doing was co-sign and approve. Separating the fact that their spirits and that the ancestors stepped back to allow them to move within their own free will. And when their ancestors tried to bring them back in, they didn't trust anymore in a being higher than them. That this person refused to make the lifestyle changes. Okay, sure. All right. Here with the Queen of Wands. Oh, and the Two of Cups. Baby, I already know what's on the other side of this Two of Cups, but we're going to go for it. This person felt like so long as you were willing to be feisty, so long as you were willing to get down with the shit, so long as you matched them on the vibrational frequency that they were on, that y'all could last forever. But with me knowing what's on the other side of this Two of Cups, it's telling me that you knew what the potentials was, but you stuck it out with this person for as far and as long as you could until, your non-negotiable was no longer a space that you could be avoidant of paying attention to. Spirit is telling me that there was something that happened, something that occurred that made it, and so you were no longer assuming about the reality of this person. You were forced to see it even though you knew what the hell it was. Even though you approved of them doing it, it was the fact that it was brought into, that it intertwined and begun at the beginning, that it was at the beginning of intertwining with your reality, that you said you just couldn't do it anymore. And it hurt the hell out of you. It really beat the shit out of you to let this go. Because so much of you was invested in giving this person time. So much of you was invested in understanding this person. But when that, whatever it was, happened, you couldn't ignore it anymore. So Spirit is saying, take it back here. This is part of the reason why this person is in a space of everything wasn't their fault. That you co-signed things, rebels, that you co-signed things, that you told them that it was okay. This person did not think that they actually had to make a change. This person felt that so long as you were around, eventually you would just adapt to the way that they had things going, and that you would give in to the thought and the concept of anything ever changing. Spirit said things did nothing but got worse. Baby, right here. The hell, hot water, the fire, the elements of this card. I was just watching Transformers, The Darker Side of the Moon. And as the buildings, I believe they recorded that film in Chicago. And just looking at how destructive things got. And I know that it was like computer generated and all that other stuff. But just looking at how destructive things got, Spirit is saying that the fact that this person had their back turned to you, the fact that you saw them in a space beyond their potential, and saw how this person did not want greater, and saw what this person was willing to hold on to, even due to the lack of themselves and the peace that they complained about not having. You knew that this person was a dark person. Part of you laughed it off to their ignorance, but you knew that it was not their ignorance. This cube is giving me the image of a tree, but it's also giving me the image of, is the world circle? Is it flat? Or is it cube shape? You, with every time they turned their back on you, you lost parts of yourself, and parts of you was divided. While dealing with this person, it's like cutting up something and putting it on the ends of the earth. And it's a lot that you held your tongue in regards to. The Spirit is telling me to tell you, don't let this shit happen again. That whole song by Jade, Don't Walk Away. Spirit said, no, sometimes you don't need to walk away. You just need to run. And sometimes it's okay to walk away. Sometimes it's perfectly fine to teleport the fuck up out of somebody's life as if you never fucking existed, baby. Say, moving on, moving on. This person, in the way that they are perceiving themselves, they get their strength from doing the most demonic things, as well as positioning their tongue to speak with grace, but their actions move and are arranged differently. Honey, okay. Baby, give me a second. So you got the high priest, they got the high priestess out here. And the fucking emperor out here. And shit is at odds. During the time that you was dealing with this person, you were facing forward. You were willing to be there for them. You were sitting pretty, waiting patiently. And if you indeed resonate with yourself being the high priestess and you are a male, once again, you were sitting handsomely and you was ready. You were waiting. Life got dark on you. The stars did its best to keep you company, but you needed to be removed from this. Do you see all the abundance around the wheat, the flowers, the stars, the shine? I'm getting the, what is it? The northern light. And you really would not move. This is why something so drastically had to happen. Whether it was a cause of disrespect, whether it was this person being snatched out of your life, whether it was you catching them with somebody else and there was nothing that they can say because you knew for a fact your eyes were not deceiving you. Spirit put something in your face that you could not avoid. Seeing this person for not just who they were, but what they were willing to do to you that you thought that they would only be willing to do to others. Now, here with the Three of Pentacles, yeah, they kind of late in the game. They're very late in the game. Everything has already been built. But it seems as if they are bringing another, but it's on here. Another, what is these things called? Another piece of, okay. I thought that was the Virgin Mary or somebody, Mary Magdalene on this brick, on this box, on this cinder block. There it is, on this cinder block. Everything, the structure was already built. But this person wanted it to look like they were the one who built this empire, that they were the one who built the structure. There was something about this person that you needed to have an experience with them that you lacked. in the understanding of and how it's really defined and what it was really about. And Spirit said you got that lesson. You understand that lesson. There is nothing about you that should want to go back to this. They said fuck the nostalgia. Those hypnotic songs that play up in your head that bring this person back to the forefront of your thought. Dismiss of them. Continue to dismiss of them. They say it takes 21 days in order for something to become not just a habit but concrete. Concrete. They said keep on rejecting it. I heard somebody, grandma said, keep on rejecting it, baby. You got this. You got this. This person felt like so long as you knew that they wasn't the ones who was building it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thanks for the correction, grandma. Whomever this person is, they knew that what they had and what they were gaining from being around you, with you, engaged with you, involved with you, that it was all coming from you. But they wanted to hypnotize you. They wanted to fuck with your mental. And so you would be in agreement that everything was built by them. Ooh, confirmation. But the only one who could make that decision would have been you, and it would have blindly had to come from you. They wanted you to ignore all the troubles of the waves, the storms, the currents, the tides. They wanted you to ignore the fact that you knew that you could have drowned being in this situation with them. That you could have been struck by lightning, especially holding them swords, honey. I'm seeing red pill, blue pill. The Matrix. You had to make a choice. You had to make your deciding factor. Spirit said, even still being blinded, you had to make the choice for you. And wherever you are today, that was the choice that you lined yourself with. Even if you are still accepting those downloads of music coming from this person, that when you hear it, it just irritates the fuck out of you. Like that R. Kelly song was just irritating the fuck out of me. It wasn't irritating the fuck out of me. It wasn't. I can't give it that much credit. I can't give it that much energy. It disgusted me. It was very disgusting. Okay? It was very disgusting. And just like, ugh. And then ew. And then keep on walking, keep on moving. But you had to make the choice. You had to make the choice of whether you were going to commit to the foolery that this person then trapped themselves in, that they were already a part of. Things just got a little deeper in depth for them. Or if you was going to set yourself free, all you had to do was put down one of them swords and walk away. And take the blindfold off of yourself. And make your way either out of all this or keep your ass up in this, and you could have kept that blindfold on if you wanted to. But Spirit was going to make your ass see one way or another. Spirit was going to make your ass feel it. And if you are indeed still in this situation, oh, trust me, Spirit is going to make your ass feel it. And it's going to be all out of love, though you're going to feel like it's due to hatred. Trust me, I get it. I've been through this. I understand. Now, oh shit, so we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So whether this person was a female or whether this person was a male, they could not decide which gender role. This person was really big on gender roles. Which gender role they wanted to be. They wanted to be everything. But in the most party-hardy type of way. In the most out there type of way. Putting out their type of way. Demanding, ego tribe, egotistical, bitch, you better. Even if I don't say it, you better know it. Whatever this structure was, whatever it was that you saw that they wanted to have, whether it was money, whether it was time, whether it was attention, whether it was control, it was very much so highlighted to you. There was no ignoring this. This person definitely wanted to be the hierarchy. But they had their back turned as the emperor. They didn't want all the responsibilities that came along with it. They just wanted to have control over dictating how things would go in the matter of everything. And they did this from a very a very emotional space here with the Knight of Cups. They didn't even have control. Once again, they didn't even have control of their own emotions. They didn't know how to label them. They wouldn't identify them. They would not even admit that they were there. Spirit said, let's flip all these over. Let's flip all these over. Come on, give me a moment. Baby, this shit is crazy. Just the imagery that I'm seeing. This person is feeling so... Spirit said the fucking audacity of them. Like they are literally demanding that Spirit tells them, show them, and give to them. Gift giving to them exactly what it is that they need to get over this shit quicker. As we spoke back here about this other read that's going to come up next. And I don't even know what these cards are. Honey, I'm going to show it now. I'm going to show it now. It's a whole stack right here. It's a whole stack right here. It's another 2 right here. And then it's 2 message cards back here. I have no clue what any of these cards are other than the Ace of Pentacles. And Spirit is saying that this person really wanted your momentum. This person really wanted your new beginnings. This person really wanted a beginning with you where you gave them the life that they wanted to make a reality. But it wouldn't have been a life that you would have been satisfied in. It wasn't one that you would have been willing to accept. You would have been abused even further. You would have been battered even further. You would not be able to trust this person. You would not be able to be productive in any type of way. You would not have been able to receive the messages of your properties from Spirit. You would not have been able to be self-sufficient within yourself or even invest in yourself in any type of way, because this person definitely wanted you, just like they are demanding of Spirit right now, to just give them the way. Don't show it to them. Give it to them. And Spirit said they could handle this person. You, on the other hand, no matter how much strength you felt that you had, you would not have been able to handle this person if they had got you over that threshold of entrapment before Spirit ended this shit. So here with the Ace of Wands. Oh hell, this shit. Spirit said they got the right one. They got the right one. Not being you, being Spirit. They got the right one. Because Spirit ain't playing with them at all. They are actually having to face these storms that they created, these challenges that they, Spirit said they're a joke. And they don't too often look at people with free will like that they're a joke. But the fact that this person is feeling like that they're going to take their past life qualities, their past versions of themselves, their current familiar version of themselves that they are holding on to with their life into this with Spirit, they say, okay, bring it on. Let me show you what it is that you are accumulating by behaving this way. When honey, I told you I knew what was on the other side of this 2 of Cups. When I saw this 2 of Cups originally, let me see, can I bring it? It's like these people are like so infatuated with each other. Touching hands. They're giving and receiving, not realizing what is even in the other one's cup. Whether it's poison, whether it's hydration. The grass is so green. Even under the starlit sky, the grass is so green. But when the sun come out, honey, the mountains of shit, the tasks that are at hand, these people cannot stand each other. I'm going to say he more so can't stand her. The battle that it is, the pollution that is coming from this fountain, the fact that the grass is not green on this side at all. So here with the Queen of Wands and the back being turned, all you see is vines on the back of this cards. But of course you see vines, but the exposure of it all is so clearly seen now. There is no avoiding seeing what all this was for you. But for this person, they are doing their best to avoid seeing. They can't think as an individual. They have no likeness of their own. Everything that they have acquired in life has been due to the interest of what other people are interested in, because they wanted other people to be interested in them. So they just mirrored other people, and in the wrong ways, because their intentions that they had to mirror these people, whether even if these were people who were already in a healing space, their intentions was to take and masquerade ball themselves as if everything that they took was them. Spirit said they are going to be long rooted in these problems. They wanted the green grass, they got it. And the green grass for them is the enlightenment of being able to reflect. But as spoken before, they're avoiding it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to know it. They were looking beyond these swords, remember? They're not receiving the message that is right in their face. So Spirit said, Spirit, you crazy. Spirit said, so we drew it out for them in crayon colors. Maybe they can understand that. They want to act childlike. We're going to treat them like a child. And here with the Emperor, honey, the combativeness. I'm looking at how these are laying in between the combativeness. Spirit said, bring this down here, the combativeness. They are rolling at the dice. They are giving me the image of the 5 on a die. The 5 on a die. For those of you who don't know, dice is plural. A die is singular. They are giving me the image of a die. This person really think that they are going to come out bigger, better, and stronger. And I'm looking at how this is supposed to be the Ankh. You got the world over here and something to be perceived as an Ankh in their hand over here. But I'm looking at how it's cut right here. It's not even attached here at the base. This is more so, Spirit said it's a hook and it's a moon. And the moon of illusions is closing in on them. This person is not going to want to sleep. This person, if whomever winds up resting beside this person, even if this person winds up finding someone who is willing to be their mate and sleep next to them, this person is going to be having nightmares as if they've been to war and that they have PTSD from being at war. And Spirit said, now that we got that example out, no, it wasn't an example. It's a reality. They are at war with themselves and with Spirit, and this is what the fuck they chose. Spirit said, leave their ass to this. Leave them to it. You no longer know this person. No matter what familiar, nostalgic, anything that this person, if they ever do find themselves ballsy enough to come around you ever again, do understand you do not know them. It does not remember how much you're reminded of how familiar or how feel good any of this is. You do not know this person. Now, baby, let's look at you. Let's look at you. On the other side of all this, that tree gave me like an atomic explosion. But it grew something very beautiful. The messages are flowing to you freely in many different directions. From the water, from the skies, from the earth itself, and from the air. It's like reading clouds and looking at them and seeing the pictures and visualizing them and taking in the message. Your back is now turned to this whole situation, and they're trying to match your energy. Well, since your back is turned, their back is turned too. But due to the restrictions of their back being turned, here with the King and the Queen of Wands, in comparison to how freeing yours is nurturing, yours is growing flowers, yours is taking in abundance. Yeah, you got a couple of vines, but those vines are nourishing and growing very beautiful greenery. No, you may not have green grass all within your field, but yet it's still the abundance of your wheat, the freshness of your air. While this person is going back and forth between day and night, night and day, the Spirit said they got the right one. Once again, they got the right one, because Spirit is not going to let up on this person. It's not even that Spirit is holding on to them in faith of any outcome, even though Spirit already knows what the outcome likelihood is to be. Spirit said that this person has come after so many that has disengaged from them, that belong to Spirit, that belong to the ancestors, that this cannot be let up on. It has to be dealt with. This entity has to be dealt with. Spirit said it's beyond an entity. It's beyond entities that's attached to this person. It's beyond the audacity of this person. And this person is locked in a cage with even their back turned to the night life that they chose. The nightlife is going to, even within this person trying to remove themselves from that nightlife type of character trait of themselves, it got a hold on them. They're not going to be able to escape this. Now, I don't know what's to come for this person, but we are going to get out some Kippa Ish in a moment. Spirit says that you have moved to calmer waters. You made your choice. You're making your choices and your decision as you go along. And you are holding the intellect of looking directly in the moon, in the face of the illusions, and dealing with yourself. That you want clear skies, you want clear understanding, and that you know that there is no right or wrong choice for you so long as you center yourself. It looks that you have taken that blindfold off and you said, Spirit, sometimes I'm going to go right, sometimes I'm going to go wrong, but you know what? Help me through this. The emotional calmness and stability, I'm seeing that your mental and your emotional have come to a firm meeting ground of understanding of that it's not always going to be lightness, that it's not always going to be heavy. Sometimes you are going to have both swords up, but either which way, you know that it's going to be okay. They say that you can't see stars in the sky in a busy, well-lit city. So you are fine with sitting with yourself alone. You are fine with realizing that all the work that you have put in for others while they are just sitting back holding on to books, trying to dictate to you how things are supposed to go. I don't think that you're listening anymore. And it's not cowardly of you to not listen to them, because you really came to a place of understanding that your life is yours and that you're going to have to deal with the things that you create within your life, that other people can come in and jump out however they want to. But if anybody's going to come in and even try to get an invitation to your structure, to your plan, they are going to have to be a team player. Confirmation, baby, that one, ooh, almost knocked the organs out of my body. The exposure, the foresight, the ability for you to be able to see other people that come along in your life. They want you to map out your plan for them, but it's all within you. They're not even coming to dress ready. They coming to check in to see how far have you gotten. And just like on the other side of things with this person here who you used to deal with, they want to know when they should show up with their one cinder block in their final rose. Wow. Hold on. Wow. What is this ghostly figure coming to accompany them? Honey, is like a teardrop of a ghostly figure. We can almost call it a troll bringing a rose to the. Can you see this? Let me see. Right there. Spirit say, watch out for those. It's amazing. These past couple of reads I've been getting, as soon as we get right here, it's like a watch out and warning message. Watch out for those who come in to check in to see how far you got and to see if it's their time, if they should, go ahead and seduce or introduce themselves to you because they feel that they can support you from that point that you have already completed something, or that point that you are just about done completing something. Spirit said, guard your possessions. Everybody should not be able to enter your temple. Now, back to this person. Honey, this person don't want anybody to see them cry. This person don't want anybody to see that they have lost their authority. This person does not want anybody to see what it is that they are being shown and what is being revealed to them. They have this staff up in their hand, but notice this Ace of Wands is not this Ace of Wands, because this is not an Ace of Wands, even though that's a staff. And obviously it's a wand. It's not the Ace. So they are hoping that they can deceive and continue to be deceptive towards others by having them perceive their staff, which is a wand, as the Ace of Wands, as if they have it like that, if they got it good, as if they got it going. And they said if that one don't work, they got all these other ones with on their throne to pull from, and they're going to be pulling, Spirit said. They're going to be pulling until their ass ain't got not a seat to sit in but the fucking ground. This grass down here, I'm realizing, is really frozen. This person is frozen in time. Spirit said, let's go ahead and bring this up here, honey. They steed not even trying to be shown. Their horse is not even trying to be shown in the picture with them. No exposure. They said, yeah, I got this motherfucker on my back, but I'm just doing what I was supposed to. Their steed, whatever it is that they're riding on, feels that it shall not be punished by this person's choices. They are simply on assignment. Oh, itchy eye, and that's the left one, honey. Scratching it like, not scratching it, but rubbing it like a baby who tired. This poor baby gonna be so tired. This baby, and when I say poor baby, I'm not even saying poor baby like, oh, poor baby, come here, come lay on my bosom. Nah, honey. Spirit said there's a lot of things that this person valued as wealth that is not gonna be considered as wealth any longer, any further in their life, honey. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these down. Let's put these down. The Spirit says it's going to be an across-the-board read. It is going to be an across-the-board read. Give me this one, please. Thank you. See this one? I'm getting on somebody's nerves. And it's rather nice. It is. Make me want to give a little country insult. You know, a little southern insult. Oh, baby. Look. Let's look at this shit. Honey, rising star. All right. And they said, go ahead and lift this up, honey. Rising star, you're protected. You're protected. You've been rejected. They said dance and praise and celebrate that you have been rejected, because this Jezebel, I heard this jealous ass Jezebel energy of a being that this person is and that this person is in. Yeah, they can't stand you. They gonna be mad at you forever, ever, and ever. No matter how much they come around you to portray it as if they love you. Honey, I heard it's not the fountain of youth, honey. This shit is really gonna fatten their ass up. Their head is gonna explode with everything due to this. Oh. All of a sudden, I could not read. Divinity. All of a sudden, I could not read. This person is not going to be able to read the room at all. Things that they were able to read, body language, energy. Spirit said this person definitely was birthed with a gift, and they misused it. They misused it. They abused it. They abused others. They felt that they were the ultimate almighty being because they were living their life, because they had free will, because nothing had touched them thus far. And yet, if this person had been locked up, they learned things from that. They made the best out of the situations. They adapted to every space that they have ever been in. But they have never lived as themselves. And Spirit said this is part of the revealing. Why they trying to stick their man up in the lion's mouth? Why they just are showing no concern of being bitten? I heard smitten. Baby, listen. The fact that they feel that they are a divine masculine, Spirit said, let's go ahead and lift this up, and wherever it lift up to, animosity. Look at that. Look at that. Head turning. Animosity. The animosity that they have, that they can't even identify, because remember, this person cannot seem to identify their emotions. They feel anger is just angry. They feel sadness should always be rejected unless it's being used as a disguise of disappointment. Why am I feeling like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings? Talking about my precious. I want to scream so loud right now, but we're going to keep on going. Spirit said split the deck again. Ascension. Oh, poor baby. They are ascending. They haven't even got anywhere near past their childhood. Honey, wait. Spirit, can we get it? Can we get it? Right here. Oh, the love offers that was rejected. Oh, why they turned so cold and turned into the Ice King. Oh, this ain't even funny. This is someone who still is holding on to the animosity of the times that they could not deal with their emotion and the embarrassment of others knowing that they were rejected. So they adapted to certain political ways of being to try to give a course correction to anything that made them feel like an injustice was done onto them. Not realizing that, motherfucker, you are human. You are supposed to go through emotions. In order to get to something better, you have to go through hard shit. And not always, but the majority of the fucking time, I would say 85% of what you go through in life is due to hardships and hard shit and the things that you would not want it to go through. 15% of what you get in life has been shit that you are just given, that you never had to learn a lesson of it other than how to maintain it and how to appreciate it and how to value it, and everything else that you earn throughout life is where you learn the value of things and value of people and prized possessions. And this person is not getting that memo or that message either. Now, they are concerned about ever approaching you again. They are concerned about should they ever try to. They are concerned about the type of life that you are living. They aren't, baby, shut the fuck up. They are concerned about should they call and leave a message. Should they call from a WhatsApp type of number? Should they even communicate with you? Are you willing to communicate with them the news of what you got going on? I'm seeing news and I'm seeing offers. They are wondering if they do speak to you, or is there some way of getting around you to get an update on you? Spirit, they say moving right along. What is this? Baby, karmic masculine. You powered up. You have definitely powered up, and you have found your understanding of that you don't need anybody to guide you. Once again, you are responsible for yourself, your creation, what it is that you are building, what it is that you choose to maintain, what it is that you choose to reject, your leadership, your accomplishments. And this is the shit that happened. They got you to see you, to understand you, to value you, your time, your effort, your everything, your investments, your everything. Spirit, we grabbing from here again? Okay. You should try to take me out with that one. Ugly sweater. With message. This person is not going to be able to hide the ugliness of their self or how their thoughtfulness should actually be understood. This person is definitely on terms and agreement. And oh shit, spirit say correction. And whether even if somebody disagrees, this person is about terms. This person is a very traditional confirmation, a traditional type of person where those old societal constructs need to play out for them, and so they could feel as if they are benefiting anything because they feel like, honey, I'm gonna say it, they feel like they deserve a wife slave. And if you are a male, they feel like you just supposed to do everything and you're supposed to get back to the old tradition of shutting up and saying nothing and just moving as you know that she wants you to move. And if you're a female, yes, they want a wife slave and they want you to be traditional. So male or female, whomever you are, rebel, they want you to be traditional in all the things of being suppressed from your individuality, your autonomy, your sovereignty. Baby, listen, but as Spirit said, rising star, you are fine. You are protected. You are going to be okay, honey. And it's happening fast. It's happening fast. It's happening fast. So let's go ahead and get you a couple of messages and get you out of here. Honey, third eye, baby. Intuition, higher self. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is. Then we start this reading off with something other sort of that. In a lot of words. See the truth for what it is. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to signs, synchronicities, dreams. Your higher self is communicating with you. Trust in your vision. And I don't see that any of this shit is of your vision. That you're moving on, of course, is your vision. You being protected and you rising up and you shining bright and you shining bright like a diamond and you being all up in your own gems and you saying, Smeagol, get the fuck away from my cave. When I'm isolated, when I am in solitude, nah, I'm not sad. Nah, I'm not missing you. Nah, I don't need you. Nah, I don't want you. I am perfectly fine. I am doing what the fuck it is that I want to do. The way that this traditional ass person perceives you to be, they are misreading you. Once again, then Spirit say, they don't know how to read the energy because your energy is on a whole nother level. The level of energy that they have been on is on a whole nother level. This person is not even caught in the in-between. They said the black hole, black hole, black hole. All right. It says, except where you are at this moment in time, only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes us easier for this makes us easier for us. This makes us easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. Okay, we're doing this deck again. And what does it say? Knowledge of good and evil, and physical and moral imperfections. So that was a lesson for the both of you. Knowledge of good and evil, and physical and moral imperfections. You've been on this 66. You've been handling that. I'm looking at this word and I thought that it said crime. Baby, this person, shit, they going through a lot. Oh, shit. Compassion. With 2020 vision, baby. 2020 with compassion. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and your beliefs are correct, but it is also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous, baby. I'm going to say that's a dual message. That's a message for you, and that is a message for them. This person is going to continue to be a lesson for others. Since this is how they want us to move around, this person is going to definitely continue to be a lesson for others. And it's going to suck for them more and more each time. Pray for those who are willing and want to move away from this person. For all those who remain stuck, honey, I'm not going to say don't waste your prayers on them, but I'm going to say let them have what they choose. But in regards to you, yeah, focus on your talents, focus on your gifts, focus on you. And remember what Spirit said at the beginning of this message, that Spirit brought me into this message to say, to share with you, and in regards to this person. Healing, if you are not healing for yourself, you are setting yourself up for failure, because it's the intentions that you have for your healing that matters. And if you are healing for the sake of trying to get someone else, you are entrapping yourself and you are pulling someone else along for the ride of fucking confusion and abuse. So heal for yourself, rebels. Rebels, I love you and I respect you. I adore you. Do well for yourself. Do well by yourself and by yourself. By and by. By and by. Rebels, go live your life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you, baby. Wait. They say we're not done. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay. All right. Okay. In this order. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with the environmentalism, guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So whatever guilt you may have had towards this person, this situation, this circumstances, this scenario, let it go. Heal it, let it go for you. Heal it and let it go. Forgive yourself. You don't need to go to this person and ask them forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Okay? Because I heard some of you walked away, and the way that y'all walked away was rather vicious due to this person's experience of you. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation, baby. There you go. All right. And then you also have peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Rebels, I love and I adore you. Go live your life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Starting over, trying again, new beginnings. Just not with motherfuckers like this. Go Rebels.